welcome to this 30-minute yoga lesson. So first of all, we're going to start in a seated position. So sit yourself down on the mat in a cross-legged position. Draw some length up through the spine. Have the crown of the head long and tall. Draw the belly in and up. Shoulders down the spine. And imagine a silver thread drawing the crown of the head up towards the ceiling. So let the sitting bones soften into the mat a little. Close the eyes. And just connect with the breath. So begin to deepen the breath slightly. And begin to follow the breath. So follow the breath from the tip of the nose, through the nasal passages, down the back of the throat, into the chest, and then into the lungs. And follow the breath all the way back out again. So today's practice, we're going to be focusing on twists. So just be mindful in your practice. You know your own body better than I do. So if there's anything that I suggest that doesn't feel comfortable in your body, then gently come out of it and find a position that's best for you. So bring the hands to the heart center. Keep the eyes gently closed. I'm going to open the session by chanting one Om together. So take a deep inhale and let this breath go. Inhale. Gently open your eyes. Namaste, welcome to class. So, we're going to start straight onto hands and knees. So come through, making sure that your wrists are underneath your shoulders and your knees are underneath your hips. There we go. Just playing the bell for you there. Okay. So cat and cow, fingers nice and spread. Inhale, dip the back of the head goes up. Exhale, releasing through chin to chest, tucking that tailbone under. Keep working here. Inhale. Exhale. We do 3 more, so 5 all together. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Exhale it through. Well done. So draw the back to a neutral position. And we're going to come into what we call threading the needle. So we're going to bring the left hand through the space of the right hand and the right knee. Keep this elbow at a nice 90-degree angle. Place that left hand down, left shoulder down. And then you can see that my cheek is in contact with the mat. So if this feels okay for you, to come into a bit deeper into this pose, bring that right arm round behind you. Just increasing the twist. This is our first twist of the day. So close the eyes, connect back with the breath. We'll be here for 3 more breaths. 2 more. Last one. Okay, well done. Release the arm back down. Push through into that right hand. Bring the arm through. And we're just going to change sides. So again, bring the other arm through. Exactly the same as we did on the first side. Releasing down. Cheek in contact with the mat. And I'll just turn around so I can demonstrate. So again, as long as it feels okay, bring that left arm round behind you. If it reaches, you can hold on to that right thigh. Okay, stay here for again 3 more breaths. 2 more. Last one. Okay, so bring the arm back round. Push back through into the hands. And we're going to push back into child's pose. So extend the arms away from you, relax the forehead, down onto the mat. Keep the arms, keep the elbows off of the mat, keep the fingers nice and spread. And breathe here now for 5 breaths. Three more. 2 more. Last one. Okay, so draw yourself back onto hands and knees. And we're going to tuck the toes under, and we're going to come through into downward facing dog. Okay, so while we're here, we're just going to walk the heels out, one by one. Okay, keep going here, a few more moments. And then just come to a stillness. Drawing the heels maybe a little bit closer towards the mat. Gaze up towards the belly. Drawing the belly in and up. Okay, look at the space between the hands. Walk, step, or jump the feet to the front of the mat. And roll up nice and slowly, one vertebra at a time. All the way up to standing. So starting our Tadasana pose, our mountain pose. Drawing up the length up through the legs. Once again, the crown of the head up towards the ceiling. So Tadasana is our standing grounding pose. So spread the toes. Feel each toe in contact with the mat. And then gently close the eyes. Then very gently begin to shift the weight forwards, backwards, to the left and to the right. Maybe circle it just slightly and just find that point of balance. So you want the weight distributed along the toes, the outside edge of the foot and the heels. And once you're there, gently open the eyes. So from here we're going to come into a bit of a balanced pose. So finding a point of focus on the floor or on the mat in front of you. This is our drishti point. So this is a soft, gentle gaze. Keeps us mind focused and helps us balance. We're going to inhale, we're going to bring the arms up. As we exhale, we're going to relax the shoulders down the spine. And as we take the next inhale, we're going to bring the heels off of the mat, coming onto our tiptoes. Okay, so keep drawing the breath in and out. Keep staying nice and focused. And release the hands, release the heels down. So we're going to do this 2 more times. So inhale, bring the hands up. Exhale, release the shoulders away from the ears. Inhale, bring the heels off the mat. So if you feel like you can bring the heels a little bit higher this time, keep breathing here. Don't hold your breath in this pose, keep breathing. Okay, well done. Release the heels down, release the arms. Super. One last time, but your arms are starting to feel already. Okay, relax the shoulders away from the ears. Inhale, bring the heels off. See if you come up a little bit higher this time, maybe right to the tips of your toes. That's it. Keep breathing. Keep smiling. Okay, 2 more breaths. Last one. Well done, release the arms down, release the heels down, fantastic. So now we're going to be coming into our sun salutations. So come back into that strong, steady warrior pose. And then when you're ready, inhale the hands to heart center and exhale. Inhale, raise the hands up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, step the right foot back. Retain the breath coming into plank. Exhale down, knees, chest and chin. Inhale through into cobra. And exhale through into downward facing dog. 2 breaths here. Okay, step that right foot back through. Bring the left foot through to meet into a forward fold. Soften the knees, lift the hands all the way up. Slight back bend before releasing the hands back to the heart center. So next side, inhale. Exhale. Inhale the left foot. Retain the breath coming into plank. Exhale down, knees, chest and chin. Inhale, slide through into cobra. And exhale through into downward facing dog. 2 breaths. 1 more. Okay, inhale, step that left foot through. Bring the right foot through to meet into a forward fold. Soften the knees, lift the hands all the way up. We'll bring the hands back to the heart center. Okay, so next round we do something slightly different. Inhale the hands up. Exhale the hands to the heart center this time. And then push the bottom back, so we're coming into a chair pose. So ensure that you've got all the weight is in the heels of the feet and give your toes a little wiggle. Okay, so from here we're going to come into a twist. So stay where you are on the mat. So twisting over around to the right side, hooking the left elbow onto the knees. So keep your hands in the centre of your chest bone and your heart centre. Maybe bend down a little deeper. Keep the chest nice and open. Aim for 2 more breaths. 1 more. Okay, well done. Release. Bring the arms all the way back up. Exhale, coming all the way down. Step the right foot back. Bring the left foot through to meet. So this time we're going to do Chaturanga Dandasana. So coming over the toes, bending into the elbows, and then through into up dog. So turn the toes over, keep the thighs, the hips off the mat. Well done. And then exhale into downward facing dog. 2 more breaths. 1 more. Step that right foot back through. Bring the left foot through to meet back into your forward fold. Soften the knees, lift the hands all the way up. And release them then to heart center. Next side. Inhale. bring the hands to the heart centre, and as you do so, bend the knees, coming back into that chair pose. Again, keep the toes nice and loose. Take a deep inhale, then as you exhale, twist round. Bring that right elbow onto the knees. So if you can hook the knees all the way, elbow all the way around the knees, and do so. If it's too much, just stay where it is. Find a position that's comfortable for you. Again, keep the hands at the heart centre. Maybe bend a little bit deeper into that chair pose. Try and aim to keep the toes loose. 3 more breaths. Last one. Okay, well done. Draw yourself back to centre. Inhale the hands all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Step the left foot back. Bring the right foot through to meet. And we're going to come back into that Chaturanga Dandasana. So over the toes, bend into the elbows. Slide. Come through into up dog. And then back into downward facing dog. 3 breaths. Okay, so look at the space between the hands. Step the left foot back through. Bring the right foot through to meet back into your forward fold. While softening the knees, lifting the hands all the way back up. And bringing them back to the heart centre. Okay, so last round now. Again, we're going to mix it up, add something different. Inhale the hands this time all the way up. Exhale, release all the way down. Step the right foot back. So pause here. Drop that right knee down and soften the toes. Lift up the top of the body and bring the hands to the heart centre. Okay. So we're going to do this in stages and just go to whatever level of stage that you want to stay at. So stage 1 is keeping the hands at the heart centre and twisting round. Encouraging this right elbow to hold on to that left knee. Okay. So this is stage 1. Stage 2, tuck the toe under at the back, lift off that knee. Keep pushing back with the heel of the back foot. Keep pushing through the front foot. Staying nice and strong in this pose. Okay, so stage 3, keep this elbow on this side of the left leg, then drop the hand down. So the little finger is alongside the edge of the left foot. Then inhale, draw the left arm up. Okay, so that's the last stage. Okay, I'm going to take 3 more breaths here. Last breath. Okay, well done. So bring it back through, try and reverse it nice and controlled. Bring the hands back in front of the foot and step through into plank pose. Okay, so Chaturanga Dandasana. Up and over onto the toes, coming down, and then through into up dog, and then down into downward facing dog. 3 breaths. Okay, look at the space between the hands. Step that right foot back through. Bring the left foot through to meet back into forward fold. Soften the knees, lift the arms all the way up before releasing the hands back to the heart centre. Okay, last round, last side. Stay where you're on your mats. I'm just going to turn this way so I can demonstrate. Inhale the hands up. Exhale, forward fold. Step the left foot back this time. Pause here. Drop that knee down. Soften the toes. Lift up and through. Bring the hands to the heart centre. Stage 1, twisting round. Stage 2, coming up on those toes, bringing the knee off the floor, pushing back with the heel, pushing through the front foot. Stage 3, keeping the elbow stuck on the side of the leg, bring the arm down, extend the other arm up. Okay, well done, keep breathing here. Keep the legs nice and strong. One more breath. Okay, well done. Again, try and release it back. Nice and controlled. Before placing the hands back in front of that leg, so the toe does come through into plank. Over and down, Chaturanga Dandasana. Through into up dog. And down, through into down facing dog. Hips nice and high, gaze to the belly. 2 more breaths. Okay, look at the space between the hands, step that left foot back through. Bring the right foot through to meet back into forward fold. Soften the knees, lift the hands all the way up. Release the hands back to the heart center. So return back into Tadasana pose. Draw the belly in and up. And we're going to come into a twisted balance pose now. So we're going to come into a version of tree pose. So I'm going to bring my mat a little bit closer. There we go. Okay. So stepping into your mat, fingers, toes nice and spread. Drawing, so stepping into your right foot, drawing the left leg up. So you're coming into a tree pose. Okay. And then bring the hands to heart center. Okay, so take a moment just to find your balance here. Alright. So the knee that is out, bring that forwards. And then the opposite hand to the opposite knee, place that hand on the knee. So you're doing a gentle crossover. Okay. So the free hand that's still at your heart center travels round behind you. And then stick your thumb up. Ooh, as if you're calling out for that hitch in a lift. And then begin then to follow the gaze where that hand has just gone to find that thumb. Keep the chest nice and open. Keep drawing the belly in and out. Remember to keep breathing. Okay, well done. Begin to draw it back round again. Again, nice and controlled. Back to tree. And then release the foot down. Super. So the foot that you've been putting all the weight on, just give that a rotate. Go one way, then the other way. And then we're ready to change sides. So again, spread the toes. Root deep into that foot. And then when you're ready, begin to lift the other foot up and through into tree. Bring the hands to the heart center. Okay, again, find your point of focus. Find a steady balancing point. And then when you're ready, begin to turn that knee inwards. Opposite hand onto that knee. And then the loose hand that's left goes round behind you. Again, hitching the lift. 4, following the thumb round as well. Again, keep the chest nice and open. Two more breaths. Okay, well done. Draw it back to tree pose. And release it off. Well done. So again, the standing leg, give the ankle a rotate one way and rotate the other way. Okay, so well done. So we're going to come all the way down onto the mat now. And we're going to work through a few forward folds with gentle twist variations. Okay. Keep to the theme of the lesson today. Alright, so legs at a comfortable wide V shape. I say comfortable because if we're already at a position where we're feeling it here quite significantly, we're not going to be able to go very much further. So if you are feeling it quite significantly, draw the legs in just a little bit and just see how you're going. Right, so this twist, let's say we're going to do a forward fold with a twist. So we're going to keep the chest really nice and open. With your hand, you're going to run your hand, the back of your hand along the left leg, palm facing up. Keeping that chest nice and open, the shoulders back. Then you're going to bring the upper arm up and over. Okay. So for some of us, we can go quite deep. For others, we're quite happy just here. Keep gazing up underneath the armpit. And if it's possible, you can grab hold of that toe. Maybe you grab hold of the toes of the other foot. But you really want to keep that chest nice and open. So avoid coming into it this way. Keep the chest open. One more breath. Okay, well done. Draw yourself up as you inhale. And changing side. Again, slide the other hand along the calf to the foot, or to the calf wherever it feels comfortable. If you can reach, you can turn the hand up and over, hold on to that big toe. Then inhale the other arm up and over. Again, keeping the chest nice and open. Gaze underneath the armpit. Two more breaths. Okay, well done. Inhale, draw the hands back up again. So draw the legs closer together now. Give them a tap. And then we're going to come into Janu Shirshasana pose. So drawing that right foot into the left thigh, allowing the knee to come out to the side. Inhale the hands all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Relax the head, relax the neck. I'm going to stay here for 5 breaths. Close the eyes, deep breath. Four more. Three more. 2. Last one. Okay, next inhale, draw the hands all the way back up. Release the hands back down to the side of the body and change sides. Extend one leg, bend in the other leg. Okay, get yourself nice and comfortable, and then when you're ready, inhale the hands all the way up. Exhale, forward fold, releasing down over that leg. Close the eyes, connect to the breath. 5 more breaths. 4 more. 3. 2. Last one. Okay, well done. Inhale the hands all the way back up again. Release the hands back to the side of the body. So extend both legs out. Now we're going to come into Lord of the Fishes pose. This is a nice deep twist. So first of all, bring your right leg over your left. Plant that foot firmly into the mat. And then begin to then bring your right hand round behind you. Begin to open up and twist around, looking over that right shoulder. And then hook the left elbow round to deepen the twist. Okay, keep looking over that right shoulder. Keep breathing here. 3 more breaths. 2 more. Last one. Okay, well done. Release the hands off, release the elbow, and just come and twist around to the other side just for a moment. Before bring yourself back to center. Okay, so we're going to change sides now. So extend that leg away. Bring the other leg up and over. Bring the left hand round now. Plant the left hand firmly into the mat. Hook the right elbow round that knee. Lift up and through, looking over the left shoulder. Again, 5 breaths here. Two more. Last one. Okay, well done. Release the hands again. Bring yourself over to the opposite side. Push through into the mat just for a moment. Before you bring yourself back to center. So we're going to come round or down onto the mat now. So release all the way down onto the mat. Bring the hands either side of the hips. And I'm just going to come to a gentle bridge pose. So tucking the tailbone under, we're going to lift the hips up. And we're actually going to hold this pose now for 10 breaths. So tucking the tailbone under, lift the hips up nice and high. So as you do this, begin to shuffle the shoulders underneath the body, underneath the back. And then grasp hold of the hands together. Keep lifting up and through. Try and draw the knees closer together. They do have a tendency to come out to the sides. And to keep breathing here. We've got 7 breaths to go. Lift up a bit higher. 3 breaths to go. One more. Okay, well done. Release the shoulders first of all. Release the hands, place the hands firmly into the mat and roll down nice and slowly, 1 vertebra at a time. And then when you get to here, draw the knees in towards the chest. Rock gently from side to side, massaging the spine. So our final pose before Shavasana is we're going to come into a gentle belly twist. So bring the arms into cactus pose along the mat. Place the feet firmly into the mat, knees nice and bent. Shuffle the bottom slightly over to the left, allowing the knees to fall over to the right. As long as it's okay for the neck, the gaze can go to the hands. Close the eyes. Be here for 3 more breaths. Relax the jaw and take the tongue away from the roof of the mouth. last breath. Okay, draw the knees back to centre. Shuffle the bottom over slightly to the right this time, dropping the knees to the left. Looking over to the right side. Again, close the eyes, connect to the breath. 5 all together, 4 more to go. Last one. Once again, draw the knees back up to centre. Draw them in back and towards the chest. And just rock gently from side to side. So imagine the big toes are stuck with glue. Hold the hands, place the hands at the fronts of the knees. Hold the knees, push the knees out wide. And draw big circles, keeping the big toes together. So just going into the hips here, into the lower back. A nice stretch all the way in through. So this is a slight variation to Apanasana pose. This is really nice for your digestive system. It's a lovely one to wake up and do actually. I do this quite regularly in the morning. Okay, go back the opposite direction. And draw the knee nice and close to the chest, lifting the tailbone up. Okay, well done. So we're going to prepare ourselves for Shavasana. So grab yourself a blanket, a pillow, maybe pop your socks back on if you've taken them off. Get yourself nice and comfortable on the mat. Okay, so we're laying all the way down on the mat. So once you've made yourself nice and comfortable, just begin to settle down. Allow the breath to settle. With it, allow the mind to settle. Relax the jaw and take the tongue away from the roof of the mouth. Soften the cheekbones. Close the eyes. And take a moment to thank your body for the hard work it's done. Now it's time for your body to rest. Allow the body to sink deep into the mat. Feeling heavy and grounded by the earth that holds it. Allowing your mind, your body and your spirit to let go. If the mind wanders, just draw it back to the breath, using the breath as an anchor. There's no place to come from, nor to be. Or just to simply be in this moment. Begin now to deepen the breath. Bring some movement back to the body by wriggling the fingers and wriggling the toes. Then on the next inhale, draw yourself back into a comfortable position. And bring the hands to the heart center. Keep the eyes still gently closed. Just notice how you feel now after your practice. In mind, in body and in spirit. And we'll end the session now by chanting one Om together. So take a deep inhale and let this breath go. Inhale. Om. Begin now to rub the hands together, producing warmth and energy in the hands. And place the hands over the eyes, blinking into the warmth. Spread the fingers, release the hands back to the heart center and open the eyes. Well done. Namaste. Thank you very much for joining me. Take care.